Okay, we started a new live here, and this one's saying that the connection is fine.
You mean tell them?
Well, you can tell them I started a new live if they want to. We'll try. We'll stay in here for like 5 minutes, and then if people don't want to join, that'd be fine. I don't want people to spend one extra second that they have to on a Sunday chasing us down in live streams. Hopefully this one will last. And if it doesn't, the first thing we're going to
start a new live.
Hey y'all, sorry, so sorry. I don't know what happened. I actually used. I tend to think it might be YouTube because, as I was saying, we have two different internet connections from two different providers in our house, and I tried both of them. So you would think that one of them would take, but they did. So I just restarted, and now it's happy. So I'm thinking YouTube. What do you think, Tim?
Yeah.
You think?
British Tea Drinkers here.
BTD, thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate it, Dave. I'm sorry that whenever something like this happens, I'm mortified. Whenever it just kills me when that happens.
Did I tell you Handcraft Creation?
You did. I think before we. I don't know if I didn't say hi to you before we started crapping out there. Handcraft Creation. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. We just had some connectivity problems there for a minute, but we're not going to. There they are again. Thank you, Kenneth. We're not going to stay on here long this time. I'm mortified by that. I'm serious. I can't stand that when even if it's not my fault, even if it's YouTube's fault, even if it's the provider.
Take two.
Yeah. No matter what, I don't like when that happens. I don't like to use people's time that way. I'd much rather you just sit and listen to me rattle on and on because I don't have anybody to talk to.
Beer, barbecue, and baseballs here.
Hey, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it, man. I'm going to go ahead here and go ahead and get to this mail and not make this a long, drawn-out live stream now that I'm just totally embarrassed by what happened there.
It's not your fault.
It's not, but it's just very awkward. It's a very awkward situation when you've got people that have been kind enough to spend the time with you, and then something goes wrong with taters. Let's see, anything to catch up with here real quick. Matt, thanks for coming back. Listen, y'all, if this one goes away, y'all just go away. We thank y'all for the time that y'all will have spent with us thus far. But we're going to go ahead and get straight to reading these mails. We got some more mail come in. I'm not going to discount the. I know Foxy Wolf. I just don't like it. I don't like. That's why I'm not a good YouTuber. Because things that happen in YouTube like this, when YouTube just decides we're going to do some maintenance or we're going to reboot a server or something in the middle of the day, it's just not a cool thing to me to do. Where I work, if something was going on in the middle of the day, it would be corrected immediately, or somebody head's going to roll. Okay, we got some mail. I'm thinking there's a possibility that we probably still might get some more mail from Christmas, as you guys probably will continue to get some Christmas mail. And this may not be all Christmas mail. This could be. We think there could be something else. There could be some Valentine's mail. For me, especially after that video. I could be getting some special requests in the mail. By the way, just throwing this out there. We don't want to become. We're not going to become a ghost hunting channel, but more and more when we go to these historic places that are supposed to be haunted, it just comes up to do a little ghost hunting while we're there. So I hope y'all are okay with that, because I've got a couple of 2 or 3 already. I got 2 already edited, and another one coming, which are not ghost hunting videos, but we go to places and do ghost hunting while we're there. So I hope y'all are okay with a little of that kind of stuff. We're getting in the dead zone. What Tammy and I, for years, even before we YouTube, we called that time between January and like April the dead zone.
Oh wow, Beth.
What's wrong with Beth?
She just received a package. It was mailed December the 7th. It took over a month.
It took a month.
Wow.
To get there. But yeah, it's just weird, the things that's been happening. We ordered Tammy a face mask from Amazon. I don't know if I've told this story. We ordered it, and we had actually gone to request the money back because the amount of time where when you're tracking it, Amazon say tracking, and then all of a sudden they'll say, well, to tell you the truth, we don't know what's happened to it. So by this date, if it hasn't come to you, just ask for your money back. And then like 2 weeks after that, 2 or 3 weeks after that.
It was longer than that.
You think it was longer than that?
It was like a month.
And it showed up in the mail. So I don't know what's up. I appreciate the Postal Service doing the best they can under what has got to be an ever-changing and dynamic situation.
Hey, Foxy Wolf is eating Russian beef stroganoff.
Wow.
What's that? That sounds good.
Well, this is beef stroganoff. Doesn't it have noodles?
Yeah, but Russian beef stroganoff. I don't know what Russian beef.
I don't know. Maybe it's got
is.
vodka in it. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Any of my friends here from Russia, I did not mean to imply that y'all put vodka in everything.
Here.
I know that you don't. Edison Fitness, thanks for coming in, bud. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Scott said it has Russians in it.
It has Russian. Does those Girl Scout cookies have real Girl Scouts? Yeah, I don't know what's in that, Foxy Wolf, but it sounds hearty. I bet you, whatever it is.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Watch you guys. Yum, Foxy. I'm gonna make soup bean. What are we having today for? I've had a meal replacement bar so far today.
Toast and eggs.
I have to punish myself, like the old monks used to flagellate themselves when they had succumbed to temptation. And I ate some Southern cooking yesterday that I know was not low carb. It wasn't very keto.
Patches and Potholes is here.
Thanks for coming in, Patches and Potholes. Appreciate it. Wow, you're getting this a full 10 seconds before it's showing up on the left. Thanks for coming in, Patches and Potholes. We appreciate it. This is our second attempt this afternoon. Something went haywire. I'm convinced it's YouTube because we have two separate internet connections out of our house with two separate Wi-Fis, and both of them failed us as far as the live stream that we were doing. So we just started another one, and it's happy. So I think YouTube's out to get me. You think, am I just being paranoid?
Yeah, you're being paranoid.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe YouTube's out to
it
stop me
happens to
out.
everybody.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, that's kind of weird. Two different internet connections, and then when I rebooted it, it's like, haha. Okay, all right. We're gonna go ahead and get straight to the mail. We burned enough of y'all's folks' time. So let me make sure before I sent two packages to Germany, and the addresses were mixed up, and both went to my sister instead of my mom and sister. Yeah, it happened. Oh yeah. Here lately.
Beer, barbecue, and baseball's got to go.
Thanks for coming in, Jess. We appreciate it, bud. Let's see. It has beef and onions, flour and browned with mushrooms.
Oh man.
Then cooked in tomato juice instead of just beef tips and gravy with mushrooms.
Oh,
that sounds good, Foxy. I don't need it, but it sounds great. Bob, thanks for coming in, bud. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that you had to find us at the place where we weren't marked for our actual live stream, that we had to start another one, but YouTube's out to get me, clearly.
Ashley's here.
Ashley, thanks for coming in, man. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. Just about to get to reading some mails that we got in that maybe some of them we anticipate at Christmas.
Fascal?
Antonius Fascal. Hey, Bob.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is probably someone that from Bob's stream that might have been watching Bob's stream last night, because Bob was kind enough to mention that we were having a stream today during his
Tina
stream.
Journals is here.
Tina, thanks for coming in, young lady. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. You're getting it almost exactly 10 seconds after it's coming on the screen. That's amazing. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get to the first one.
Boots on the Ground with Barb is here.
Barb, thank you for coming in. Oh, by the way, everybody, go. If you haven't already thought about going and checking out some of these channels, I say this all the time. I'm proud of the list of people that we're subscribed to. I think we have excellent taste. If I do have to say so myself.
Here.
Thanks, Crystal, for coming in. We appreciate it. Them lips look so good. I know that. I would have kissed myself if I could have. It was great.
Karen's here. Tori has it.
Karen, thanks for coming in. You know, Crystal, that you do realize that none of the people that either of us or any of us, Scott included, none of those people are going to respond to this. You do realize that, don't you? No one is going to do that, this challenge, I think, other than us. I think everyone else will probably back away. And I honestly, Crystal and Scott, before I open these letters, you know, that night when you were doing this, we got there late to your lives. I didn't even know you were live streaming that night, and we got there late when you were doing Scott's. And I didn't really realize until I went back and watched the entire live stream later that it was supposed to be I do Tammy's and Tammy does mine. But I think it worked out well because I think that would have made our video twice as long. And since we didn't do it live, since we were doing a video, nobody wants to watch a 25-minute video.
Ashley wants to know, are you guys from Tennessee?
Well, eventually, yeah, sure. Ashley, I mean, is there a particular time when you mean like to a meetup or some particular event or something like that? We probably won't be going to Tennessee here in the next couple of weeks.
That sounds good, Bob.
But I'm sure we'll, because Tennessee to us is not that far away. I mean, the Smokies part of the Tennessee, we have to go over the mountain, which I've said this before. The only reason we don't come to the Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg more is the mountain. And when I was 30, the mountain was nothing. But now that I'm in my late 50s, pushing 60, that drive over 441, my heart's beating 90 miles an hour the whole time. I'm gripping the steering wheel with both hands, locked on the road.
I just said to meet up with Big Joe and Malia.
Oh, we're going to try to. I mean, if there are meetups being allowed, gatherings being allowed at that time, we're going to try to make it. We don't ever say we're going to absolutely be anywhere because Lord knows what can happen in your life that can alter those circumstances. But we want to go. Tammy really was disappointed we didn't go to the last one. We want to go, and we're going to try to go. And if we're able to, we're going to do that. And hopefully, I think Joe and Malia are probably, maybe still planning, if all systems are go, of having a meetup here in our state of Helen, Georgia, that's about 45 minutes away from us, which is a fun town. I mean,
Bowstar's here.
Bowstar, thanks for coming in, buddy, from the land of Ireland.
Smart Knitted Crowd.
Y'all need to go check out some Bowstar's been pumping out some blues lately. Oh, man, this guy can sing and he can perform. And he's been doing some good old blues lately on the Bowstar channel. Let's see. Smart Needle Crafts is here. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it, Smart Needle Crafts. Anyway, let's go ahead and open the mail that we got. That may or may not be Christmas. I don't know. The first one actually is from one of the couple. Do y'all think the people that we tagged are going to get mad? The people that we tagged last Friday night. That's what I based it on. I didn't think anybody was actually going to do the challenge. I just didn't want them getting mad at Tammy and I for challenging them in the first place. Some people are touchy about things. I didn't want to make them feel like I was insulting anybody, or anything like that. But this is one of the from one of the couples that we tagged that we absolutely know will not answer the tag, but we love them enough to think that they might not want us dead for tagging them for that challenge. But this says it's from Mr. Johnny Denham in Indiana, and the only Denhams I know in Indiana are the adventurous type. Adventures in the Heartland. Let's see. Oh gosh, Bowstar. Let's see. Bone, will you check out my channel? I'm already subscribed to your channel, Ashley. Actually, folks that I realize that are going to be part of the family. It's just like I go ahead and I go and I check them out. So yeah, I already checked you out. And thanks whoever did that for keeping the the stuff that YouTube doesn't like specifically said out of the chat there. This is from the Denhams, which is Adventures in the Heartland. Folks, if you like outdoorsy stuff and camping especially, these folks carry their own toilet with them camping.
They do.
It's been Army days since I went anywhere camping that I didn't have a facility somewhere around me that I could walk in that someone was cleaning at least twice a day. These folks bring their own toilet with them, but I mean, that's not the whole point. They go camping, they go fishing, and they do it the real, there's not a lot of glamping in Adventures of the Heartland. They're really roughing it when they go out there, but they try out some new equipment when they do too. So you get to see new equipment being used in camping. If you like camping, if you like outdoors, if you like fun people, Adventures in the Heartland. This is from them. Yes, and they actually said it there. But let's see. Holiday wishes, the joys of this special time fills our heart with warmth. It's always Christmas around here. Christmas is my favorite holiday. I like all the holidays. I'm not that big I like trees, but I'm not that big an Arbor Day kind of guy. But I like them all, and it's still good Christmas in our hearts around here. We try to keep it in our hearts.
It was sad taking the Christmas stuff down and
Let's
putting
see.
it away.
Yeah, it was. It was. I mean, the house for like when the last bit of it, because the tree was actually one of the last things you took down, right?
Yes.
All the tchotchkes and the little holly and branches of holly and things that were around, those all went first. And the tree was like the last thing standing. And even the tree, you took the ornaments off the tree.
Yeah.
But left the tree up with the lights on it actually for a few days. But after it was gone, man, the house felt, it felt even colder. It felt like winter. When the Christmas, I understand.
He's taking his tree down later today.
I know it felt like winter, Scott, when we took ours down. I understand why people have been putting lit trees in their home now for thousands of years. Because it just brightens up the inside of your house, and now it's gone, and now winter has set in.
Yeah.
You realize that winter has set in when it's gone. So yeah, it all makes sense. The holidays are wonderful.
Bob still has his tree up too.
We took ours down too early, honey.
Gina says she feels sad taking her tree down.
I would leave it up. Well, Tammy knows I would leave all the decorations for both Halloween and Christmas up all year long. It wouldn't bother me at all to do that. But oh gosh, I forgot to tell the story. I finished the story. I think that's when we started having connection. Maybe. Oh my gosh, let's see. If I start to tell this story and YouTube shuts us down again, it's because of the story. We'll know. But I almost bought at we went to Repticon yesterday, this exposition where vendors sell exotic animals that not every state probably is going to be allow you to. It varies from state to state what the vendors at Repticon can bring in and sell. You can actually, in Georgia, bring venomous reptiles, and that's kind of where I was going with this. Meet up at Red River Gorge. But yeah, let's see. Took mine down day after Epiphany. Yeah. I understand that, Judith. But yeah, we were there, and I almost bought something.
Me too, Patrick. That's my favorite holiday.
Well, I like that. Just Christmas, Halloween is not as big as it used to be when I was a child. Halloween used to be culturally pervasive when I was a child, but now it's
Cosmic Sponge.
Cosmic Sponge. Thanks for coming in, Bud, from one of the local boys. Okay. Tammy, we got an argument going between Piggy and Addie.
I'm sorry.
Piggy, sweetie. Don't argue with the dogs. They're hard-headed. They bark at a cat that they obviously can't get to. And you're smarter than they are, Piggy. You're so much smarter than they are. So just hush, baby. Okay. Piggy's making a lot of racket. I'm sorry. I know when she wants to be loud, there's Sadie.
Hey, baby.
She's the dog that can jump up. The other one's just too big to do a lot of jumping. But at the Repticon, have you ever seen these centipedes, like African or South American? I don't know. But the guy claims that these centipedes can get 3 feet long, which, correct me if I'm wrong, that's, a pretty good sized centipede. And that by the time they are adults, he was saying you would have to feed them. Piggy, sweetie, you're making it extremely difficult to be heard. Can you please just give me, in a minute, after this is over, some attention? But right now, anyway, if I get 3 feet long, he's telling me by the time they're full grown adults, you have to feed them full size rats.
Angela Critters is here. I'm sorry I missed her.
Angela's Critters, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. But you have to feed them full size rats. He said by the time they're 3 feet long, these centipedes can strip a full size rat to the bone in like within like what do you say, like 2 or 3 days?
I don't know.
Anyway, I almost bought one of those things. I don't know why. It just seemed like fascinating to me that you could have a 3 foot long centipede that has
Laura's got to
a
go.
poison sting. Laura, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. I thank you for jumping over to a second live stream after the first one went belly up. I am so sorry about that to everyone. I got distracted. And the only reason, is anybody, no, I'm not even going to go there. Anyway, I almost bought the centipede. It was $30. A centipede from another country that if it stings you, it's going to pack a wallop.
Ew.
And it will strip a rat to the bone in 3 days when it gets to be full grown. Toby, thanks for coming in. But I thought, man, an animal that can do that, for $30.
What kind of bird do you have? It's parakeet, right?
No.
Parakeet.
Don't insult me.
No, I'm sorry.
She's a cockatiel.
Cocktail, yeah.
Piggy, sweetie. It's the dogs that's making her do this because they won't get away from the cage. And she backs. Usually they'll stay away, and they're here because we're close to the cage. So it's just a mess. Piggy, sweetie, I'm sorry. I don't mean to stress you out and bring people into your little kingdom that don't belong in there. I'm sorry. She's just looking at the dogs. She could just rip a hole in these dogs. Anyway, this is the beautiful card from John and Jan. That's their names at Adventures in the Heartland. I don't know if they wanted us to tell people or not, but they dated it. I love it when cards are dated. 2020. So that tells you they mailed this. It's been in transit for a while. Mike and Tammy, and it's the card thought is thinking of you at the holidays with wishes for every happiness in the new year. Merry Christmas, Jan and John Denham, Adventures in the Heartland. That's very sweet. Y'all, if y'all like adventures, if y'all like outdoor adventures, y'all need to go check out Adventures. Piggy, you want to say it? Is that all it was? Is you want to be included? It's the dogs.
Here,
it's the dogs. It's the dogs. Addie, they're circling around down here because of us. It's just next time we're gonna do this from my office upstairs.
Actually, I would, but the cage needs cleaning.
It's not a cockatoo. Actually, it's a cockatiel, much smaller. Cockatoo. Usually, we have a friend Ozzy the cockatoo. If you go look up Ozzy the cockatoo, the sweetest cockatoo. Great videos. But a cockatoo is about like this. And Piggy is about like that. So she's a cockatiel. Also a member of the parrot family.
Camping therapy's here.
But a much more grumpy member of the parrot family, apparently. They're gone now. They're walked away. They walked away. It's cool.
Did you hear me? Camping therapy.
Camping therapy. Thanks for coming in. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make myself heard to open these and to shout out our friends over our bird. Our bird, Piggy, has been making a lot of noise because the dogs have been over here on us, around us, and she doesn't mind the dogs. She's not scared of the dogs, but usually the dogs stay away from her because they're scared of her, and they're not scared of her when we're around. So they're around her cage, and she's trying to remind these dogs who is the queen. And that's how. Look at her; she's trying to come out of her cage and come after them. Anyway, Ashley, we're gonna one of our live streams, maybe the next one. I've been telling Tammy it's been a long time since we've had Piggy included, and that live Piggy would be fun because Piggy doesn't like Tammy at all,
and he thinks it's funny.
Well, I don't think it's funny, huh? Well, yeah,
you do.
I think it's pretty funny, but we've been a while since we've had her on there in edited videos. But I think anything can happen in a live video, especially the way, because we have had her in our videos when Piggy's been in. We've had Piggy fly at Tammy's head and land on her. She's pooped on her. So Piggy doesn't like Tammy in live. I can just imagine how that can be. Okay.
I'll be a nervous wreck.
I'm good. Well, that would make great television. You got to admit. Okay. So this next one, I know who this is from already before I open it because it's from Co-host New York, and I recognize even the particular street address from Co-host New York. So let me open this one up. It is kind of funny, Patrick. It is. And, here's the thing. Tammy, it makes Tammy nervous and it makes Tammy mad. But has Tam ever pooped on Piggy? Have you?
No, but I like to.
No, you would. You might get the opportunity. You might do that on live. No, they'll cut our live and they'll censor it if we are not let it be on if you post. I'm pretty sure that's against the terms of service. But anyway, this is, oh man, look at this pretty
Oh, that's
pretty
pretty.
card from Bob and Bonnie.
Yeah, that is
I
pretty.
love Santa.
I do
And
too.
if you look at
Old
it, the
school
snow kind of gives it almost, even though it's not 3D,
It
the
kind of
snow
looks
gives
it.
it a kind of 3D effect.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful Santa card. I don't know if I absolutely know that the camera in this wretched antique laptop is probably not catching the effect properly, but it almost looks as like Santa because of the way the snow is arranged. It's almost like he's 3D against it, but he's not. Beautiful card. Peace on earth. Amen, brother. Mike and Tam.
Big Joe Malia's here.
Joe Malia, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. We're answering or not answering. That would be great. That would be great if you could answer cards in real time. But we'll see. We send cards out. Thanks for coming in, y'all. We had a live stream. I think YouTube is out to get me or something like that. It probably has to do with the drug deal going bad. I don't know. But we've got this card from Bob and Bonnie. Beautiful. And they say, Mike and Tim,
Crystal's Pets and Plants is here.
Crystal's Pets and Plants, thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. We actually just been talking about, well, she's making a noise again now. My cockatiel, Piggy, was really sounding off a few minutes ago because the dogs were in the area, and usually they stay away from her because they're scared of her. But they were bold because we're sitting in this area, so the dogs were over here. She's letting them know. But we're gonna let our cockatiel out in an upcoming live stream and see if she pecks Tammy's eyes out in some kind of weird Hitchcockian thing.
Says, thank you, Judah. She says, I'm a sweetheart. That her cat ignores her as well.
I think some members of the parrot family will bond to a specific person or small group of people, and then it's really hard to change their minds after that. That's their people, that small group. And Piggy just loves me. I'm the only person. Our daughter, she will tolerate, but she will absolutely. She does not like Tammy at all. And the dogs, whenever they even come over, like with gestures of friendship, she's like, "No, get back." So she's a queen. May peace be your gift at Christmas and throughout the new year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Heart, much love, Bob, Bonnie, and Buddy. I love when people sign their dogs and their pets. I love that because that's exactly
their family.
Something they are. Well, they are family. Bob and Bonnie's family. Bob and Bonnie has become as much our family as some members of our family are our family. So thank you, Bob and Bonnie. We love you. Thank you, John and Jen. We got a couple more here. Let me take a sip of. I don't usually drink coffee, but we haven't been to the grocery store, and we were gone all day yesterday.
Yeah, just about
between Repticon and freezing, eating our food at the airport restaurant.
Oh man!
And I did a ghost hunt yesterday. Well, it wasn't a ghost hunt. It was to show you a historic cemetery, one of the oldest cemeteries north of Atlanta in North Georgia. But it's supposed to be really haunted. And I got some stuff on. Well, anyway, the video will be out if you want to watch it. If not, it's not spectacular. It ain't Zach Baggins or Baggins, Frodo's brother. It's not Zach Baggins. But it's some interesting stuff we get on some of these. We don't always. We actually have a video with some stuff in it where nothing really happened, but we did demonstrate the equipment and its use in it. So if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. We're not going to stage anything because
Bob said you're welcome.
Bob, your family, buddy. You know that. Let's say. Let me see if there's anything I need to catch up with before we get on this next letter. Can't wait for this. Yeah, I have we have a video coming up. I'm planning on putting out this coming Friday that involves some ghost hunting. And Tammy and I were both there, and Tammy saw it and was there in real time, videoing this stuff with her camera. And some interesting stuff happened. None of this is science. As far Piggy. She's just standing at the door. She's not even looking at you, honey. She's not even looking at you. She's not looking at you. You're okay. She's not trying to invade your country or anything like that. Oh, she's come too close now. Oh my gosh, she walked right by the cage. Look at her. I wish y'all could see this. Piggy is just like if a bird could shake its fist, that's what Piggy is. Now she's threatening to come after it. She's opening. Look, she's opening the cage door. Looks like she's going to come after them. This is a bird that weighs probably, I don't know, an ounce. And it's ready to take on two dogs that between the two of them probably weigh 80, 90 pounds. So she's a bold little bird. But yeah, we went to one and we got some interesting stuff on it. None of it's science, as far as I'm concerned, but it's interesting, weird stuff. And I got some stuff yesterday that was really weird, especially what I showed you, I told you about on the tombstone. Anyway,
yeah,
well, all that's coming up, and all we're doing, mostly doing that because this time of year, like I said, it's the dead zone. Not a lot of events, not a lot of happenings between now and April, really, going on that much around here. So we'll be doing stuff, probably some magnet fishing.
She's both best. She's yellow and gray.
Big John Liz, we're tired as dog. When you've been running around all weekend, I know, Joe and Lee are younger than us, but they'll get there someday. Someday, a weekend like this, they'll be like have to take days off from work to probably. Oh, let's see. Anybody's laying next to me with back all four balls in the air. What is Piggy yellow or gray? Piggy has a yellow face with gray feathers, and where her cheeks are, there's orange. There's a circle of orange on each of her cheeks. She's pretty. She's pretty. Not as pretty as the males. The males of the cockatiels are more brightly colored and have bolder colors. But she's pretty and healthy, and she runs this house, basically, from her little command center over here. Mr. and Mrs. Boyer, and these folks are from Ottawa. And who do we know in Ottawa with the last name Boyer? That's a Mr. and Mrs. And it's airmail. Woo! This
fancy.
This flew on an aeroplane getting here at our house. I like the seal on the back.
That is pretty.
She's got her. Oh, it's her sticker. That's her.
Sure
That's her. Oh my gosh. White Witch 110. Look at that. She's got her own little envelope. So she's a crafter anyway. She's really good at crafting stuff. You'll get some of that on her channel. And speaking of ghost hunting and paranormal investigation, you get some of that on her channel. She's a writer too.
Blue Wave
Odyssey got a great voice.
Here.
So
NASCAR Nana game.
Nana, thanks for coming in. Blue Wave Odyssey. Wow, thanks for coming in. Wow. I'm so surprised after that last live stream just died because of whatever YouTube was doing. I'm surprised anybody came in. Thank you. I'm grateful. Tammy and I are both grateful that y'all were. But White Witch 110, excellent crafting. We have some of her stuff on the fridge. She was among the things that she makes is fridge magnets. If we, I don't know if you.
You going to squash Sadie?
Is that on the side the thing that she made, Tammy? I can't see over my shoulder.
Yes.
It may be visible somewhere.
I don't know. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see.
But she's very good at crafting, and she's also a great writer and got a great voice for reading her stories aloud.
NASCAR
and she does some
bird sounds.
I know those are great sound effects, and you know what? YouTube can't even get us copywriting those sound effects because those are absolutely real bird sound effects.
I don't know how to pronounce. Yep.
Your boy Tizzle, thanks for coming in, Tizzle. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Well, and again, because our schedule live stream died, YouTube or something happened, some network problem. Oh, Piggy, sweetie, killing me over there, honey. And it's the dogs.
I know.
Any other time. Now they've decided to eat.
Sadie's right here.
The dogs don't even usually eat this time of day. It's just like they're making an excuse to be over here. Golly. Okay. Whoa. Look at this card.
Oh, wow. That's pretty.
This has got some Thomas Kincaid. It's not Thomas. I don't know if it's Thomas. It is.
Yep.
Tell me that I didn't nail that right off the bat. Thomas Kincaid. Look how pretty that scene is. I'm a sucker for Thomas Kincaid. Some people think it's a little kitschy, but I think His art's really
She's always
good.
got something to say.
He right now she's so urgent. She'll usually make sounds if I'm just talking in some of these live streams occasionally, and they will sound actually, if you pay attention, more conversational. They don't sound like a language that we would understand, but it's a more conversational tone. This urgency you're hearing at her, like just these beep she's making, is just exactly what it sounds like an alarm going off, like she's telling these dogs, get away, intruder alert. But this is a beautiful Thomas Kinkade, the painter of light. If you go watch, if somebody has a Thomas Kinkade painting, turn the lights down in the room and look at it and tell me it doesn't look different. To Mike and Tam, wonder and joy, peace and love. May Christmas fill your heart and home with all good things. Love, Karen and Drake.
Aww.
White Witch 110, y'all. Been with our friends for a while. And also you get a shots, really good footage and a coverage of cold Canada.
Yeah.
Places in Canada where when the street plows come through, there's a wall
I don't know if you
snow
heard, but
on
Miss
the side.
Southern Bell's here.
Miss Southern Belle, thank you for coming in. We appreciate that. We've just been we just keep getting Christmas.
Yeah.
I imagine we might get Christmas on up into February, maybe, as far as deliveries go. But we appreciate it. I like Christmas all year. I get a kick out of getting any kind of card.
She does have one of those voices, Scott. Karen does.
She does.
White Witch.
It's hypnotic. I could just sit there and just listen to her talk and just I'm so relaxed. But yeah, she's a great voice. White Witch 110, y'all. She's a nice person too. Just really nice to get along and funny human being. Okay, for Mark and Carrie Bailey, I'm not going to give out their address because it's an actual street. Let's go ahead and get open there up. Ventures and RVing. Some of our RVing friends, some of the best comedy that you're going. I wish that I was as funny as Mark.
Scott says her voice makes you want to relax. He said mine makes you want to claw the bark off a tree. Scott, you crack me up.
No, Scott's got a great Southern accent.
Yeah,
it's just a great Southern accent, a good pure Southern accent. I like listening to Scott talk.
Gail Southern Living's here.
It's like listening to people that I've talked to my entire,
Gail, yeah.
Scott's voice is exactly like the kind of people that Tammy and I have grown up with our entire life.
Yeah. Did you hear me? Gail Southern Living's here.
Gail, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate
Bob's
it.
Gotta go.
Bob, thank you. Thank you for the
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you for the card. It's beautiful. I love Santa Claus. Someday I will hope to grow up to be one. If I can, to be a Santa Claus someday. But y'all, folks, we're not going to keep you in here too much longer. We've just been reading our mail and letting me vent. And I appreciate y'all coming in at all and spending the time with us. Adventures in RVing. Looks like someone graduated as well. So they looks like so I'm guessing that's their son.
I guess.
What a fine looking family, y'all.
Oh, look on the back too. Or is that
that's what I'm talking. That's what I was wondering. It's a Christmas card, clearly, but it looks like also there's celebration going on in the Adventures in RVing camp for someone graduating. Congratulations for that, and thank you for kind of a personal card here with pictures. I wish we could do that.
Beth says she cried when Scott was visiting and he left.
I can imagine. Scott just I've never met him in person, but he just seems like the kind of person that never met a stranger. Seems like he never met a stranger.
No.
And that once he does get to know you, you probably can just have as much fun as if you've known each other for 20 years, which is probably older than some of you.
Ozzy the Cockatoo is here.
Ozzy, thanks for coming in. Ashley, if you're still here and you want to see the difference between a cockatiel and a cockatoo, Ozzy the Cockatoo is a great channel. Ozzy has a lot of personality. Birds do they not have a lot of personality?
Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla's here.
Jeff and Tammy, thank you for coming in here. We just got through reading some wonderful mail from some of our friends. Some Christmas. It was all Christmas. Well, it was all Christmas.
Yeah.
Which just goes to show you how it is. So I guess I'll be expecting my Valentine's cards.
I'll send you one, honey.
Oh, I'm just kidding. It's just sweet to get any kind of mail. But yeah, Ashley, if you're still in here, Ozzy the Cockatoo, go see them. Their channel. Ozzy is funny, loaded with personality for birds, and birds have a personality. Anybody that would spend more than a couple of days and living in our house around Piggy would realize that she has every bit as much personality as a person or the dog. Certainly the dogs. The dogs have their own little quirks, but they're not the smartest dogs. We love our dogs, but they're not going to go on America's Got Talent anytime soon and do any tricks. They're not smart dogs. But this bird is one of the smartest creatures I've ever met. We stopped putting locks on her cage when she learned how to pick the locks on her cage and loosen them and take them off and drop them off.
Beth Hammer says, I bet Mom will get some good Valentine's after that vlog.
Hey, I'm expecting it, you know. I'm at the age and look the way where a compliment's a compliment. You know, I'll take it either way because I don't get them that much anymore. But Tam, what time is it here? How long have we been doing? Oh my gosh,
it's almost 3.
It's almost 3 o'clock, and we actually asked some of our friends to jump from one live stream to another, and they did. Oh my gosh, look how many people we've had in here. I appreciate it. God, that gesture. Even though we had to drop the one live stream there that was hosing up on us because YouTube's out to get me, and start another one. I appreciate y'all jumping over here with us. Let's see. Fox will tell you, no, flowery language is just out there, and only a few recognize it. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what she means by flowery language. I don't have any myself, except we're using words like flowery. I've used that or Christmassy. I put a Y at the end of a lot of words, especially Christmassy and things like that. I'm not dropping it right now, Tim, because folks are actually chatting with each other and everything, which just makes me so happy. I could just make squawking noises like, see, Piggy's, look, she's hushed. Where are the dogs? They're over on the couch.
Read the tab.
Okay, let's see. Taking the flower line. Okay, Angela yelling at everybody in the process of going to close for the virus. Ooh.
So my news here.
Let's see.
Inday Arlene vlog.
Inday Arlene, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for coming into our live stream. Let's see. Matt's dropping out. Matt, thank you, bud. Appreciate it as always. Appreciate your friendship and appreciate you coming in for this Sunday afternoon nonsense where I'm just stream of consciousness unloading a week's worth of mental baggage on you guys. I so appreciate that. That's friendship. When people will listen to you just unload your crap on them.
And marriage.
Woo, I should have seen that one coming in there from the side, though. It's true. I mean, love, friendship, family. It's all about.
Arlene said you look like a Santa Claus host.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I would love someday to be a Santa. Carla from Suburban Florida Outdoors, actually, they had a seasonal opportunity to be a pet Santa for pets posing. Oh my gosh. I would have been in like hog heaven if I could have been a Santa for posing with pet pictures. Oh my goodness. That would have been like the best thing in the world. I don't think you can make a living.
It is a pretty day here.
It's not bad. It started out a little cloudy. It is, well, it's cold for us. You'll have people.
Scott said that he thinks she got a little eyeliner on.
Tammy has, it was you and Tammy and somebody else I told us, hope you're well done. Thanks, Surrey House. Appreciate it. They're from the Tidewater area of Virginia. We appreciate you coming in. Thank you very much. We're doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. We hope you guys are well. We're doing well down there too. For right now, things are okay in our world. at this
The
moment in
gypsy
time.
banana girl says more like an extra large gnome.
Now, what was it called?
You look like a gnome.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take gnome too. Gnomes are magical creatures like Santa Claus, are they not? Gnomes have some kind of power, gardening power. They're really good with mushrooms, apparently, and we all know what mushrooms will do for you. But but yeah, I cultivate the Santa look as much as possible. Kids love me,
Yeah, they do.
and it's easy to steal from a child. So so yeah, no, I'm just covering up the chins. Really, that's all I'm doing.
The gypsy vanilla girl said you need a yard gnome hat.
Now he's put that thought into my head. I'll have to look next time we're in Helen. I bet you somewhere in Helen. Because Helen, every shop sells those. I have a green one.
What they look like, I can't remember right now. They're kind of pointed.
They're pointed, like a cone. They're like a dunce cap.
Yeah, okay. That's what
they're like a red dunce cap. Is what a gnome hat looks like. But I bet you they have them somewhere in Helen. They have all kinds of weird hats for sale. There's a hat shop in Helen, Georgia.
Oh, thanks.
That sells the real deal hats that are like like my fedora. I got from Lakewood 400 Antiques Market. It was $20. I talked her down to $15.
Ozzy's gotta go.
But you can get them for you can get the $200, $300 hats at this place in Helen. Thank you for coming in, Ozzy the Cockatoo. We appreciate it. Y'all go check out Ozzy the Cockatoo.
I don't know how to pronounce this last name.
Jane Duhatir or Duhatir. Thank you, Jane. I'm not going to try to. I'm not going to slaughter your name trying to pronounce it phonetically here. But Jane, thank you, Jane. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. All right, Tam, hon, we've kept these people very long enough. Y'all, Big Joe and Malia, they were in here just a minute ago. Be on the lookout for them on Sunday nights. One of the hottest Sunday night live streams you're going to find out there. It's rocking. There's a lot of people. A lot of people have fun. They're 5:30 Eastern time. Big Joe and Malia's World will go live, and it's always a party over at their place.
Life with Mike is here.
Life with Mike. That's okay, Mike, man. Thank you for dropping in and saying hello. It means something to us when you do. I appreciate it. But we want to just one more time before I go out, I want to thank Mark and Carrie Bailey at the Art of RVing. Mark and Carrie Bailey, thank you for sending your card. From White Witch 110, thank you so much for sending. Karen, thank you so much for sending a card. From Bob and Bonnie over at Misfits and Dreamers.
Great channel.
Great channel, and some of our dear friends too. Thank you so much for the card. And I don't know if I put it in here. Gosh, I'm gonna have to find out. I'm gonna have to put it. I'm gonna post in both the one where I planned to do and got bombed out, and in this one the links to these channels.
Said he'll be live at 6 Eastern time with Logan.
Go check out Live with Mike. A great guy. Been following him and been friends with him now for a while. Go check out Live with Mike. He's going live tonight as well. And last but not least, Adventures in the Heartland. One of the families that we tagged for that challenge. Where I completely humiliated myself last Friday in front of at least tens of people. So thank you so much for the card that you sent here. Art of RV Raid.
Just drop 10.
All right, thanks for coming in, Alpha Traveler One. Appreciate it. We're just about to get off of here and let folks go. We've actually gone on longer than we usually would because there was a moment where YouTube messed up and forced us to start an entirely different live stream. So we're not going to keep everybody. It looks like the chat is kind of dying down there between folks that's talking to each other. I would keep the stream going if y'all were having conversations with each other, and Tammy and I would just keep rattling on. But now it looks like, let's see. Toby says, always last week ahead. Toby, thank you for spreading that love to everybody here in the chat. Not Jane's real name anyway. Nobody can pronounce it. Our folks were just so simple that they just picked out the simplest name. What's that growing on a tree? Ivy. That's us. So we're just come from the simple folks. Okie dokie, Camping Therapy from Joe and Malia. Camping Therapy. See you in a couple hours on Big Joe and Malia's World. Yep. Go check Big Joe and Malia's World. Go check out Life with Mike. Thank you to everybody that sent us mail. We so appreciate it. See you guys at 5:30 Eastern time for those in other time zones. So, folks, Tam, you got anything to add before we drift off into the ether?
Y'all have an awesome afternoon
and a great week too.
Yeah,
ahead. Try whatever happens, whatever you hear. You're okay. Wherever you are, you're okay. You're going to be okay. Just have a positive attitude. This too shall pass. It always has. And there's been thousands of years of human civilization, and eventually, I promise you, everything eventually passed. So keep a positive attitude. It will. Thank y'all so much for coming in and spending this time with us and watching us go on and on. Listen to our bird squawk and read our mail that we got from our good friends. So until the next time, everyone, this is Mike Tam saying
bye.
Bye.